Hey everyone, welcome back to TBM Sports. Let's get into the Tuesday, June 24th action. We have a full slate of baseball, and it's one where we're going to enjoy this, right? With the NBA and the NHL concluding, we do have a little reprieve before college football season kicks off. So let's get this video going. We'll run the entire board. I'll give you my best bets, and we'll get you guys into the evening. Okay, so if you are new here, awesome. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching, I know a lot of you guys are standing over a kiosk, just kind of skimming through my video. I've met a few of you guys at my local book, but I appreciate you all tuning in and all of my returning subscribers. All I ask is that you hit that thumbs up and, of course, subscribe here with that notification bell so you do not miss a video when I do post my content. Okay, so let's get into the best bets. We are going to use Outlier to do this. 7-day free trial in the description. Make sure you check it out. Try it for 7 days. If you don't like it, cancel. No questions asked. Okay, but this is where we're going to look at the first game on the card, Tampa Bay and the Kansas City Royals. All right, this is kind of where we're going to talk about Taj Bradley taking on Bubic. Bubic has been impressive for the Royals. Tampa Bay, though, on the other end of this argument, has been one of the more impressive teams in the MLB in terms of hitting the baseball. Okay, so I do foresee the Tampa Bay Royals having some success here on the road. That's kind of where I would lean into Tampa Bay plus 120. Did not make my card, but came eerily close, and that's where I would be at for this first game here on the docket. All right, next game, Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. This is one where we saw Pittsburgh have a little bit of an offensive outburst yesterday. Okay. Not quite used to that one, but we do get Andrew Heaney going against Freddie Peralta. Clear-cut matchup in favor of the Brewers. Okay, the Brewers have been hitting the baseball well, and I think that Pittsburgh, right, how long will this streak continue where they just continue to mash? I don't see it. They are on the road playing in Milwaukee. I would lean Milwaukee, but at a minus $2.05 price. Just won't get involved with that one unless you like the Brew Crew there on the money line. Just need a little bit more than plus 105, albeit this is probably a very favorable kind of fade on the Pirates, as Andrew Heaney, 3-6 on the year, sub-4 ERA, but it's just one where kind of don't want to look into it too much, but there are not a lot of games where they've won 3 straight, and they do look to make it 3 straight tonight against the Brewers. So I would obviously lean in the direction Brewers on the run line at that plus money. Okay, next game, Seattle and Minnesota. We will have an official play. This is where we're going to dive into this matchup between Castillo and Paddock. Okay, now the Seattle Mariners here, minus 106 on the money line. All right. I wanted to get on board offensively. They have been hitting the baseball extremely well on the road. And as we look at Seattle, the M's, they do score a lot of runs. And that's something where we look at their last 4 games. They've scored more than 9 runs. I think we're going to kind of piggyback off of that momentum. Minnesota, conversely, 5 of their last 5 games and 7 of their last 10, they did score 9 runs or more. We're going to go into the over 8.5 at plus 100. Okay, I think that the offense continues for the Mariners. Like the pitching matchup, so give me the Seattle-Minnesota game going over the total of 8.5 as my first official play, and that will be one first pitch 7:40 out there in Minnesota. Okay, the next game, Chicago and St. Louis. Fell by the wayside on this one. The Cubs only plated 2 runs last night, as Jamison Talion will take on McGreevy. Kind of hard not to bet against the Mariners after they scored, I think, 8 or at least 8 in that contest. But I do think that the Cardinals are live. Cubs on a bounce back is very enticing as well. They have dropped 2 straight. A little bit of a cold streak as they've lost 4 of their last 5. But before that, they did win 4 of their last 5. But the Cardinals have been hot. They've won 7 out of their last 10 straight up. Cardinals at home, plus 100. I know a lot of people do fade the Cardinals at home. But McGreevy, I think it's a clear-cut pitching matchup, edge. And I do think this one gets over the total of 9 as well. So I would lean Cardinals and the over, but no official play. Next game, Philly and the Astros. This will be a play on principle here. The Philadelphia Phillies coming in at plus 130 moneyline favorites. Ranger Suarez, 6-1, 2.2 ERA. Let's back him. I don't trust Framber Valdez as much, but 8-4. He has kind of resurged a little bit on the season after a cold start. But I just think this is just plus money for the Phillies. Can't pass it up. I just want to get on board at that plus 130 price. They may lose this game. This may be kind of a sharp move towards the Astros, but the handle does back me up on this one, as we see 68% of the handle versus 54% of the bets and tickets on the Phillies. All right, so that's the direction that I'm going to be going in. So give me Ranger Suarez to get the W for us tonight. I just want to take the Phillies here on the money line at plus 130. All right, next game, Dodgers and Rockies. This is one we're going to dive into the team total a little bit. This is a pure opportunity to take the Dodgers over their total, okay? As we look at this game, going with Marquez on the bump for the Rockies, I think we get a little higher scoring affair, but I'm not going to get involved with the Dodgers. They need to score 8 to cash a plus 100 ticket. 6.5 is juiced at minus 150. Don't like that price. And where the Dodgers, they don't really quite, frankly, sometimes get off the ground on the road. I just think that this is a pass for me. As much as I'd like to get involved, we're not going to find a way to do so within banking for 8 runs offensively. Total set at 12 and the money line at minus 265. Run line at a minus 178 price. It's just kind of out of reach. Okay, so this could be a whitewash for the Dodgers. They could roll. They could score double digits themselves and cash the over, cash the team total, cash the run line. But I just think at these prices, it's a game that we're going to have to keep off of our card. Okay, next game, the Boston Red Sox and the Angels. Now, this is one where we saw the Red Sox losing 3 straight. The Angels have been hot, winning 2 of their last 3. Here they are at home with Ty Anderson going against Garrett Crochet. They are a plus 150 home dog in this matchup. Very telling, I think, where to see the line movement is. I think that if you look into this game a little bit deeper too, the Angels plus 1.5 at minus 115. They've covered that in 8 of their last 10 games. So if you do like the Angels on the money line, do not be shy of the run line, as you do get almost even money if you do want to back the Angels plus 1.5 at minus 115. That will be kind of where I lean, but no official play. All right, next game we are going to talk about. It's going to be in the form of San Diego and Washington. The Friars hosting the Padres after San Diego has lost the last game. Interesting kind of series here, as we do see the subsequent Nationals. They did kind of trade Juan Soto to the Padres in return for 2 of the players that the Nationals kind of rely on day in and day out, James Wood and the likes of CJ Abrams. Now, Padres come at 42-36. They've won 3 of their last 5 games. And you can say the same thing about the Nationals, but I think that in this spot, I just think that the Padres have the way better pitcher. So we're going to take a stab on them at the run line for the first 5 innings, okay? So first 5 innings, Padres, we're going to go minus a half run at minus 105. I think it's some good value, so that's where I'm going to be at. That will be another official play that I do have, all right? Next game, Marlins and the Giants. We get Verlander going against Cal Quantrill. This is a game where I would back the Giants minus 1.5 or nothing. The Marlins, though, they have been hot. They've won 60%, 7 of their last 10 games. The Marlins minus 135 for a plus 1.5 price. So if you do think this one potentially can be close down the stretch, I want to take the Giants on the run line, but I just would not be surprised if the Marlins kept this one close, hitting the baseball. They've been hitting, kind of exceeding expectations over the last 7 days, but I would lean Giants on the run line as my official lean, but no play for me in this contest. All right. And then I saved the best for last, the game that we will have a play in as well, and it's going to be the fishy game of the day. This will be the Diamondbacks and White Sox. Looking at this game, we'll talk about it, and there actually are a couple other games we have to get into, so we will keep this one going. But the next game that we will have an official play in is the Diamondbacks and White Sox. The Snakes come in at minus 125, so maybe there are some lineup concerns, but as we look at this game, guys, you have to kind of indicate the Diamondbacks, they broke out last night, and I think that as Nelson's pitching against Leisure, the Diamondbacks have a clear-cut advantage. Look for them to win 2 straight. It's just a simple play. They've won 4 out of their last 5. The White Sox have been a little streaky, but I still just think this is way too cheap. The fishiest line of the day. All right, but give me the Diamondbacks minus 125 on the money line as my next official play. Okay, a couple other games to talk about. We'll save my last official play towards the end, but the first one that we're going to get into is at the top of your board. This is going to be Rangers, Baltimore. We talk about kind of what we're seeing here with Latz and Charlie Morton. It's usually a fade on Morton, but the Rangers cannot hit the baseball. The Orioles took care of business last night. As we look at kind of where we're shaping up today, not going to back Charlie Morton, but I do think the Orioles stay hot, so I would lean towards the Orioles, but that's just not a confident play anytime you want to take Baltimore to win a game outright in 2025. I will note, though, that they have won 6 of their last 10, and they are capable, as they've showed twice of those 10 games, winning back-to-back. So I do think this is a Baltimore or nothing, but it's an ugly, ugly, ugly play. Okay, so no play officially. Tigers and the Athletics, we do have Severino going against Tarek Skubal, and I think that the Tigers on the run line is where I would be at. minus 135. I hate taking some home teams on the run line. You just have that bottom of the ninth where you could, give up an insurance run, maybe get one in the eighth, but there always is that top of the nine backdoor cover for the road dog. And I think that it's kind of what the bullpen of the Tigers could allow against a athletics team that, they can get hot every once in a while. So Skubal has been impressive, 8-2 on the year, 2.06 ERA. It's the Tigers on the run line or nothing for me in this game. Okay. The Blue Jays and the Guardians, we'll talk about this. We have Logan Allen going against Lauer. For me, this is a game that's impossible to handicap personally. The Blue Jays are very hard and difficult to kind of figure out. The Guardians at home, though, at plus 105, very attractive, but I think the Blue Jays win this game, so I would lean Blue Jays minus 120 on the road. Okay. Next one that we're going to get into, this will be the last game before the final official play. Carlos Rodon and the Yankees taking on Burns for the Reds. I think we get runs, okay? I think we get runs. I liked that yesterday. We didn't get it home, but I think the Reds at home, Yankees break out. I would lean runs in this contest, and that's where you'll find this number set at 9.5. You look at the Yankees. They have not scored 10 runs in 9 of their last 10, I should say. All right, so it is kind of an outlier, but I do think that the Reds are capable of winning this game and capable of getting us over the total. So I would lean over within Reds, Yankees, but no official play. And then the last game that we are going to back, this will be my fifth and final play of the day. This will be the Braves. We're going to take them on the run line at a plus money price, plus 115. We'll look at kind of the Mets. They have essentially failed to cover the run line in 7 of their last 10. The Braves on the road, I know it's a scary bet in terms of they could just lay an egg and not hit the baseball. But I think that the big storyline here is they have the best pitcher going. All right, Strider has been extremely hot after his return. 2-5 on the year, 3.89 ERA. Going against Montas. All right, I just don't trust it. I think the Braves explode in this game. So let's take a stab at the Braves minus 1.5 at plus 115 as my final official play. All right, so that'll wrap it up. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Thank you all for being a part of the channel. If you haven't done so by now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. The 5 picks that we will have: Braves run line plus 115, Padres minus a half run in the first 5 at minus 105, Philadelphia on the money line plus 130, Arizona money line minus 125, and the Seattle, Minnesota over the total of 8 at minus 132. So a lot of plays today. It's a very chalky day, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of other games that I do favor, but just kind of can't lay all that chalk here on a Tuesday. So those are my 5 official, and good luck with your picks. Enjoy it. Leave a comment down below what you guys will be betting in this evening's slate. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Good luck with your picks. Cheers.